What is up, guys? I'm back for another month of Blu-ray movie updates. This is January, obviously. Well, it's February, but it is January Blu-ray update as the month is now ended. And I'm actually separating this video into two parts. I'm going to upload them separately because this is a huge month for me. This was an accidental huge month. JB Hi-Fi had separate deals that sprung on me quick, and I was like, well, fuck, I have to. So this whole right next to me is about a dozen titles, all from the 3 for 20, which is huge for Blu-rays. And then I got another one which is mostly DVD, but a few Blu-rays as well, which is 20% off, as well as box set. I got a box set, which is The Office, which I would have uploaded already, an unboxing of that on the channel. So if you have not seen that already, check it out. But as I said, I'm going to separate this video into two parts and upload them separately because I don't want to have like a 20-25 minute video. I'd rather have two 10-minute videos, or a 5 and a 10, or whatever it may be. I just don't want to have a huge long video. I'd rather upload them in separate parts. But without further ado, let's get into purely Blu-rays for part one. Starting off with Dodgeball. This movie it's a ridiculous comedy. Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, about a movie about dodgeball, obviously. And I remember seeing this when I was younger. Obviously, I have a fair recollection of the movie, but I haven't watched this in a few years. It's very ridiculous. It's a guilty pleasure-ish comedy. Moving on to a movie I don't think many people have seen, that is Everyone Wants Some. Now this movie is, I think I saw this on Netflix, and I have a few actors that I surprisingly like in this movie. Tyler Hoechlin is in this as well. He was in Teen Wolf and he plays Superman and Supergirl, which is why I recall this movie was coming out, because he's advertising it or whatever on Instagram, whatever it might have been. Went and watched it, and actually Lynch movies at the same time, and we kind of love this movie. This is a movie about nothing, basically. It's one of those movies that really nothing happens. It's like a college movie that really nothing happens, but it's really enjoyable for whatever reason. But I had to pick that one up because it was really, very cheap in the 3 for 20. These actually all together, and I'll put them all together because they are a trilogy, and I got them in the 3 for 20, so I was happy to get one trilogy in the 3 for 20. I actually got two trilogies in 3 for 20, but I won't say that yet. Got The Hangover, The Hangover 2, and The Hangover 3. Now, these movies are ridiculous as fuck, but I always had fun with them. Second and third, not as much, but the first one, and I found this weird. The first one's regarded as one of the best comedies of all time, which is just a standing. It's got 7, 8 on IMDb. Comedies never get high rated, usually when it's comedy, because comedies lack certain elements of movies, and everyone seems to love that movie, and I don't know how it happened, but that became a very, very popular movie very, very quickly. Moving on to an animation movie, I don't collect a lot of this is like a B animation movie, but it's DC, so I collect a lot of DC animation movies, and this is Justice League War. I don't think this is the one I haven't seen, or maybe I saw a long time ago. I try to watch as many DC animation films as I can, because I'm a huge animation fan when it comes to DC. And Justice League is the way to go. Oh, okay, so we've got another trilogy here. I didn't even realise I picked it up. We got another trilogy in 3 for 20 that I'm very happy to get. And it is Oceans 11, 12, and 13. Again, I'm trying to avoid the glare. Sometimes the glare because of the light, so apologies if that happened. But I've not seen these movies, and I might get a bit of flack because of that. I'm a huge movie guy, and I haven't seen one of the biggest trilogies, I suppose, of all time. The Ocean trilogy is very big cast. You look at it right, like George Clooney, Matt Damon, Andy Garcia, Brad Pitt, and Julia Roberts. And the next movie he's got the same with Catherine Zeta-Jones, Don Cheadle, Bernie Mac. And then the next one's got the same, but then they've added Al Pacino. So huge cast and very infamous movies. I want to show you because I actually don't mind the genre. I don't mind the whole mystery kind of crime. You know what genre I'm talking about when I talk about that movie, but I actually don't mind the genre at all. So another movie that I have to rewatch because I remember this scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. She absolutely freaked the fuck out of me. And this is Orphan. I'm surprised it took me so long to pick this movie up. I saw it and I was like, you know what? I don't own this film. I need to own this film because I remember getting scared shitless of this movie. It's just a plot twist thriller. I remember that was shocking when I watched that as a kid. I was pretty scared. And the last one is another DC animation film, Teen Titans, The Judas Contract. Okay, I gotta get the subtitle right. Teen Titans, The Judas Contract. This is, I don't think I've seen this one. I saw another Teen Titans one when it first came out. A lot of them get put straight to DVD, so I watch them online or whatever I can do. I haven't seen this one. I've got to see this one. But again, I love the DC animation genre, and I'll watch as many, and you'll figure that out when I show you the next part of the haul. But so that's the pickup. Very happy with that. Again, I didn't spend much. I think this was like totally $80, which is just huge to pick up. I think 11 titles for $80, especially in Australia, is just tremendous. So I'll take that 100% of the time, and I'll see you guys in part 2.